Hey everyone, Total Party Thrill here with our second unboxing. It feels like our 8th unboxing.
Yeah, it takes so long to get this set up because there's so much stuff in these boxes.
Which, that's not a complaint
No.
in any way.
No.
So today we are doing Beadle and Grimm's Descent into Avernus box, which is, well, giant. We did the box part of the shipping box already because it took up the entire table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the shipping box is gone. That was a nightmare to carry down the street into our studio. But
How heavy was it?
pretty heavy, like
Okay.
20 pounds.
Okay. I think we're going to see the weight and the cost, which is also substantial.
$499.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go through what you get for $499, shall we?
Start here.
All right. This is a cardboard box labeled The Infernal Machine from WizKids.
I open the bottom.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Just don't hit the microphone.
Wow.
Okay, so pull this out of the way here.
Oh. Wow. There are stats for this in the book, right? The Infernal War Machine.
I believe so. This is a miniature.
I mean,
It's pre-painted.
it's a very large mini.
It's gigantic. It's multiple pieces, but I think this might actually come apart.
So that you can put crew inside.
Maybe.
Right, because it's a vehicle. It has vehicle rules. There we go. And I believe vehicles these days, right, they have different components, and each one has HP and different abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's painted on the inside. It has room for a troop compartment.
yep. And I don't know, your party, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're riding around in it.
Unless you're Brontosaurus.
Unless you're Brontosaurus. Yeah.
All right. This feels really nice.
Yeah. I mean, this is a WizKids mini.
Yeah, I know.
It's pre-painted. Like, it's got a little bit of like lighting effects to it, as you can see on the on the inside.
Right. It's got soldered plates.
Yep.
Built haphazardly, as I don't know, you might expect something from the Blood War.
It's got like an orc war truck kind of feel to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
I mean, you could definitely use it for other things like that.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Sweet.
Okay, let's see what's in this big box.
I actually thought this was a giant book at first because it's painted to look like that.
Meant to be. Okay, so it says on the cover, Descend into Avernus Platinum Edition. And once we open it up, we've got, a couple things.
Couple
we've got
things.
This here.
A really substantial metal. It feels
coin?
definitely metal medallion of some kind.
Yeah.
It's a gear.
It's a gear. That's going to be the typical intro.
Right, an intro, and then what's in the box?
The book, DM screen, maps, battle maps.
Custom jewelry. Ah, the Flaming Fist badge.
Okay. Cool.
Or a soul coin. It's one of those. All right.
All right. Then we have Terrain Toolkit Avernus Hellscape. This is all pieces of terrain to add to your maps to create lava, to create quicksand.
So you can use this either on like a ChessX battle map. You can just place this down, or we've been using terrain from Wizards, like pre-printed maps.
Yep.
Or I've made maps before, and as long as you're printing on like 1 inch by 1 inch grids, you can just put this on top. Oh, nice. They're color forms.
Yeah, so they're like that suction technology stuff. So anyway, waterproof, works on glass, PVC, aluminum, no magnets or static.
Nice.
Cool. Now the thing that everybody got excited about when it was announced. This is the
Baby
plushie.
Yoda?
This is the plushie. This one you can just buy. I think it's like $20 directly from their website.
Right, because a lot of these components you can buy separately now because the box itself is sold out.
Some of them you can. Yeah, I think. I don't know which is which. You'll have to look on there. This is from Monster Fight Club. It has a name. I don't know what its name is. Lulu.
More padding. Looks like a Lulu.
Yeah. So let's keep this here with me.
All right. So we've seen these before in the Ghost of Saltmarsh box from Beadle and Grimm. These are, I think, encounter cards.
Yeah, so those are going to be the monster manual entries and pictures.
Right. So some nice art, right, detailing the encounter, and they're all folded and double-sided so that you put it on top of your DM screen. The party can see what they're fighting or what they're talking to, and then on the back you've got stat block.
Yep.
This is Bell.
This is Feanor. We don't want to spoil anything here, but you know, there's a whole pile.
Right, but CR25, so
yeah.
you know, whatever.
So this is cool. I love these. This is great for like setting your encounters. Oh, here's your your chain devil.
Yeah. I love these because even if you're not necessarily running Descent into Avernus, you can use these for any game that you're playing, even if it's not D&D,
right.
honestly.
Yeah. All right. We also have one more set of minis here. We've got this is, I think, the bonus they added in just because they could.
Yeah.
This is Beadle and Grimm.
Oh, nice.
The back has a little bit of a blurb about Grimm as told by Beadle, about Beadle as told by Grimm. Grimm looks like a human with two swords, and Beadle is a dwarf with a tankard of ale in one hand. So
And sometimes a tankard of ale in both hands.
Uh-huh.
All right, next up, something heavy and padded. There we go. Oh, nice. This is the rest of the jewelry.
Okay.
Okay.
What have you got there?
I think this is the Flaming Fist medallion, probably.
Okay.
Flaming Fist badge, yeah. This is transport into Baldur's Gate. Oh, nice. You can actually, like,
it's a pin.
It's an actual lapel pin. I mean,
Well,
it's bigger than your
quite
lapel.
A badge, yeah. That one I think you can buy online.
Nice.
I think that one's still available. I have. Oh, gotta get my rings hooked back up here.
Champion belt, I guess.
Yeah, it's not quite that, but.
So there's a Flaming Fist badge, a Baldur's Gate brooch, an Infernal contract, a soul coin, and a Hell Rider badge. Wow. So this is also an actual pin. Nice.
Alright, this should hold now.
Wow.
So this is what I have. What is this?
Is this the... We haven't played through Avernus. Because this is the Infernal contract.
Oh, okay.
It might be.
I might be
a
holding
puzzle
it upside
box.
down. Indeed. That's cool.
Nice.
It's this is metal.
Yeah, the whole
and
thing.
heavy.
And then, oh, this is the Flaming Fist badge. There we go. And again, it's an actual lapel pin.
Cool.
I love how Beadle and Grimm's, like, there's a lot of, like, heavy metal or ceramic content, but there's also a lot of paper, which, like, honestly, if you're printing out yourself or trying to make it yourself, that takes a lot of money and time as well.
All right, so there's a pile of handouts here, and then we have the same thing they did with Salt Marsh, which is they have broken the book Descent into Avernus into multiple, like, soft back paper covers. So it's a little easier to, like, kind of dig through which chapter you're looking for. So there's chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's a little bit easier to use. They also have the Baldur's Gate Gazetteer. I believe that is player-facing content that has all the information that you need to, like, create a character. So this has, like, special backgrounds for Baldur's Gate. That's all in this book. You don't have to expose the players to anything else.
Really large pieces of the art that you find in the regular books. One thing I like about breaking it up into these small folios is that they typically lie flat.
Yeah. And then we have appendices at the end, which I think is all just your stat blocks and special rules and all that stuff. So that is handy. And then
Here's the GM screen.
only one GM screen? No, I-Hsien. 2 GM screens.
Nice.
One, I guess, for Baldur's Gate, and the
Mhm,
other
some nice
for
art here.
Avernus.
You can swap it out just to make sure everybody knows that things are very bad.
Inside, you've got some, like, well, What do you have on the Baldur's Gate side? Since that's the
Names
first
of prominent citizens, a few random encounters that you can throw out, a map of the city, and other random encounters, and then noteworthy locations.
This has important characters, the Infernal Hierarchy, so you know who's who amongst the devils, mishaps, demon ichor, chase complications, soul coin rules.
Right, so this is a soul coin.
Got it. And then it has all the conditions, which is the stuff that I'm constantly looking up, so I like that.
Nice. And
Right.
more handouts. So, just like they did with Saltmarsh, when you get to a point where the party finds a note or a scrap of paper or sees a sign, sometimes DMs will make handouts. These are all provided for you.
Start digging in.
A comprehensive thesis on the nature of the Infernal, which is definitely something that I would put together for Eberron. Except
Oh
it would have
my
been a
God.
Google Doc.
It would not have been nearly as long as that.
No. or as pretty.
Right. Okay, so they've done this again. Another thing that I loved, which is they've got art from the book in these little handouts.
Mm-hmm.
So just pieces of art like from the adventure that you like. They're all tied to which page in the book they're from, so that you can share the artwork with the players without necessarily having to accidentally like pass your book around or like risk the chance of them seeing a stat block or a monster or something like that. So I like that a lot. They're double-sided. This is cool. I mean, you've got devils and demons and everything in here. It's pretty rad.
This is nice. Even a few of the sidebars in the book are just pulled out as separate either handouts or a GM can just have them separately. This is a list of taunts a red cat might use.
Here's some pre-gen characters. Nothing to worry about there.
Nice. More art and folios, and this is a bonus encounter.
So, interesting. Here are some Adventurers League content. A couple of certificate identification codes. I don't know what that means. Do you? Do you know enough about Adventurers League for that?
I do now.
Okay.
This is listed on the handy what's in the box page.
Uh-huh.
So these are bonus encounters that are included with Beadle and Grimm's. Looks like there are 4 of them.
Cool.
That you can throw in if you just want to send your party into even more danger. And then the content codes, there's one for Sirenscape, which is ambient music and sounds for your campaign, and then one for D&D Beyond to buy Descent into Avernus Online.
Oh, cool. And then what does it say about Adventurers League? I think these are items that you can use in Adventurers League. Hellrider's Charge. Each character receives a copy of the certificate when they begin their campaign. Each player earns the certificate when Zariel is redeemed.
3 different certs for your group to use in AL play.
Got it. I don't know what certs are. I assume that means something if you're an Adventurers League person.
I would think maybe it's an official thing that you show to somebody.
It's a thing to let you use something on your character.
We're outside our wheelhouse right now.
It doesn't matter. Here are some... Oh, this is cool. A bunch of different vehicles as character
nice.
sheet handouts, so you can track important information. Has all their action stations, so you can follow all their rules. Has
Is this a scavenger?
picture of it. That is a
No, it's
no,
not the
certainly bigger than that. That's an
That's
Infernal
it.
War
Infernal War
Machine.
Machine.
There's a couple of them. Name it as you will. I recommend the Hostile Negotiator.
Hey, a menu.
Okay. Tonight we dine in hell.
Nice. One in Infernal, I'm guessing, and then common.
One in common. Perfect.
More maps. These are nice. You just throw them on the ground, single page, but they're thick, coated, so you can wipe them down when there is inevitably Cheeto dust on them.
It's tobacco.
And we're good. That's the box.
All right.
Shane, we have a tube.
We have a tube.
All right.
There's always
we
something.
are
With Beadle and Grimm,
still
it's
nowhere
always
near done.
something else.
all right. That looks like a bunch of maps.
Okay.
We're just gonna start pulling. Oh man! Wow. These are giant maps. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we should probably turn them so people can see them.
That would make more sense. Okay, so this is El Toril, which is the city that's been like taken down into the Seven Hells. I think you're supposed to go rescue it. Just whatever.
9 hells.
However many hells. All of the hells. That's cool.
That's
like
very
this.
cool.
This art is neat.
Here we have our battle map. Wow, this is nicely textured. This is a really good texture. It's ruched paper.
Yeah.
Guessing the Elf Song Tavern. This is definitely going to get destroyed in a bar fight. Oh, and it's back.
And the back side of that is
Second,
second and third
floor
story.
and then underneath.
Cool.
Nice. Looks like an abandoned church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stained glass, probably a church.
That makes sense.
Oh, and then a graveyard, so I'm guessing yes.
No spoilers there.
Cool. This is probably safe.
Yeah. And then this looks like a crypt. Mostly 'cause it's labeled for a crypt.
The blue is obviously the land.
Yeah. Here we have no idea what this is. The Scab. Not gonna spoil
Gross.
that. And this is definitely something in the Nine Hells. Nice, bright, beautiful, orange, rich color. I like this. I like this a lot.
As nice as these look, I am also excited at the prospect of using the color form terrain and fire and pits and things like that on these.
To add to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're playing a Dark Sun campaign, and I'm already
Don't tell anyone about
already
this.
seeing this. Like,
Oh wow.
very usable in Athos.
The bone brambles.
Okay, that looks like a fun maze to navigate.
I'm sure you can just walk through them. They look very delicate.
Won't hurt. Won't
Yeah.
hurt at all. And the
Hell wasp nest.
okay, that's
Also kind of gross.
awful.
Yeah. Okay.
And that one says something.
If you know what, it probably says in the book. Whatever. This is a town that's on fire.
It's very on fire.
You thought your hometown sucked.
And then we have just your basic wasteland map, right?
Nice.
So it's just a basic like kind of lava glowing underneath texture, which I think is the perfect place to be setting those plastic pieces to kind
Right,
of
and
flatten things
then
out.
corpses and skeletons like
Yeah.
like Pelennor Fields.
Yeah, as you do.
Cool. Oh, and then blank. Nice.
Backside.
Like actually blank.
Yeah, the backside is
Just
gridded,
straight up battle map.
but just a battle map.
This is like the size of a like a full on chess X
Yeah,
map.
yeah, totally. That's good. Good double use. So this is frankly ridiculous. This is a map of Avernus in that kind of stylized form, but it is like laminated cloth.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the clock.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
that's cool. This is like the kind of thing you put on the wall behind you.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
to kind of set the theme. Leave it up. In
Right,
your
you walk
gaming
into
room.
walk into game night and people are like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh no.
And then this is a map that I'm familiar with, but only because
You played
I
Baldur's
played
Gate
Baldur's
1 and
Gate.
2.
Yeah. And I had it in, I gotta be honest, a less pretty form, but it was
Oh yeah,
on my wall.
absolutely. Spoiler: it's been 20 years. All right, so spoilers. Where are the doppelgangers? Everywhere.
Okay. So that's it. That's the box.
Oh, is that all?
That's all of it.
Cool.
That's all it is. It's just that, I-Hsien.
All right, so tons of maps, some really nice like jewelry and pins, a bunch of handouts, encounter cards, minis, and of course one more look at the Infernal War Machine. Oh, plus a plushie.
Yeah, plus a plushie, plus 2 miniatures from Gale Force 9.
Beadle and Grimm.
Beadle and Grimm. There's a lot in there.
Yeah, plus a few codes for online extra goodies.
More stuff
Yeah.
online. How do you feel about it?
Look, we don't play Forgotten Realms
Right.
because we don't like Forgotten Realms.
True.
But I would love to play with all of this stuff, and the the Nine Hells feels, I don't know, kind of sort of terrifying. Looking at it.
The thing is, like, the Nine Hells can go anywhere, though, right? Like, you don't have to be in Baldur's Gate at the start to end up in the Nine Hells. So
Everyone's got a hell.
yeah, exactly, right? Demons, devils got to come from somewhere.
Right. It could just be hell. Shavarath, right? Anywhere.
So, but yeah, no, I like it. I think one thing that I like is there's a little bit less like handout content that's tied to the adventure, and a lot more like maps and just like cool stuff. That feels like I could use that again, after running the campaign.
Right. Like the reusability seems very high. I like that on like the maps and things like that, the branding is relatively small.
Yeah.
Like sure, it says Beadle and Grimm's and it says, hey, here's the location that it is, but it's off to the side. If you want to use this and like reskin it as something else that's already in your campaign, it's super easy.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so check back with us. I think we're going to have, more of these as they come. There are definitely other boxes currently being manufactured that we are very excited to get our hands on.
Yeah, the Eberron Rising from the Last War Gold Edition box is coming out.
Yeah.
Not tied to an adventure, which I'm very excited about. I can't wait to see what they do with that.
All of Eberron is an adventure.
I know. I can't wait. So if you like what you've seen, you can hit like and subscribe. You can also check out our other unboxing video on our channel, Total Party Thrill. You can also see our actual play campaign of Band of Blades.
And while you're here on YouTube.
Yeah, while you're on YouTube. You can also check out our podcast where we give RPG advice and build a 20th level D&D character every single week. That is Total Party Thrill or at totalpartythrill.com. iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, the usual.
Everything. Or find us on Twitter at TPTcast. Also, I'm I-Hsien at Evil Sense Carne, Malice Minus Meat.
And I'm Shane at Mundangerous, MUN Dangerous.
All right, thanks for joining us for unboxing number 2, and we'll see you soon.